too many games. Now he's trying to review them.
Hi, welcome back to Nathan Reviews Video Games. I'm Nathan, your host, as you probably already know, because it says so. Right up there, the YouTube box. I guess if you can read it, also tells you what game I'm reviewing, so much for that surprise. Yeah, we're reviewing Adventure Island today, so grab your swim trunks, put on your life preserver, because we're setting sail for adventure.
Adventure time! Come on, grab your friends, we'll go to very distant lands.
That's right, Adventure Island released on the Nintendo Entertainment System. One of the many games released by HUGGINS, creators of the legendary, and sometimes not so legendary, Bomberman games. May you rest in peace, good buddies. Anyway, Adventure Island is a game with an absolutely bananas box art, and stars the 2D platforming adventures of this guy, whose actual name is Master Higgins. Which might be the best name ever. Higgins' adventure on said island is in the vein of a 2D platformer, because the NES certainly didn't have enough of those. Basically, you're gonna run to the right, killing everything in your path until you reach the end of the level. Pretty basic. But this otherwise standard affair is mixed up a bit with a few minor tweaks that make Adventure Island unique and interesting. The first one is the food mechanic. You see that bar on the top there? That ain't health, it's hunger. Higgins apparently burns calories like an obese man on a Stairmaster because he can't go more than 5 feet without craving something delicious to eat. So what happens if you fail to consume enough food to feed his insatiable hunger? Well, you die. Just like that. Times are rough on Adventure Island. It's a unique idea that requires you to be quick, or be dead. And no, not the Iron Maiden song. Speaking of being quick, that actually ties in with the important second element that makes Adventure Island unique, its take on jumping. Lots of games have the idea that running gives you more momentum and thus longer horizontal jumps. Adventure Island takes it a step further in that running actually makes you jump higher. This adds a sort of Super Meat Boy-esque balance of strategy. Do you run through the level because some jumps require it, risking life, limb, and more importantly, a grumbling stomach for speed, height, and quickly disappearing food? Or do you take it slow and risk starving to death? Finding the right mix is what makes this game challenging, which I'm going to talk about that now. Adventure Island is a very hard game, as in punishingly difficult. You have 3 lives and there's only one way to continue, picking up a secret Hudson bee at the end of level 1, and then pressing up, A, select, and start on the continue screen. Yeah, that's not obscure enough, right? Hey, did you miss the bee and now you're on stage 2? Well, you better not die, because if you do, it's all the way back to the beginning of the game. There is, thankfully, a level select code, which you can punch in, left, right, A, B, on the title screen, but that's for wimps. Why not just let me continue? Starting over every single time is aggravating, and probably the biggest issue I have with this game. The sequels don't suffer as much from this insane difficulty, with both of them, and especially the third one, being quite fantastic platformers with cool bosses, varied levels, and gorgeous graphics. This one, it's a good jumping off point, but it feels unrefined and unfair. Graphically, I think this game is absolutely charming with its lush island backgrounds and interesting characters, especially Master Higgins' sprite. Some of the characters are a little flat looking, but I mean, come on, you can skateboard on clouds. Yeah, really, how is this not the coolest thing ever?
Adventure Island isn't a bad game, per se. It's just an extremely difficult and very punishing one. The sequels fixed this a bit by having more continues and more lives, as well as tightening up the gameplay a little bit, but since I don't own either of those games on cartridges, I won't be reviewing them.
If you can find a copy, it's still worth checking out, if only because it's still a very charming game, and you can play as a dude called Master Higgins. But all in all, I'm sort of lukewarm towards this game as a whole. Lukewarm. Like a Caribbean vacation that you forgot to bring your swim trunks to.
Copies of the first Adventure Island game run for about $5 to $10, which I think is a fair price for a decent action-adventure game from Hudson Soft. So, as always, this has been Nathan. This is Nathan Reviews Video Games, and I have no idea how I'm gonna end this video. Next one's Air Fortress. See you then.